Playsee ist live. Gestreamt wird ze Fürstdeschendant. 315. TFD 18+.
Was ist das denn? Hallo? So, nach links. Aber was ist denn mit dir hier?
And what does our hero come to seek answers for, I wonder?
Ah. Schließ mich Zone in der Zone. Stay.
Raute.
Hey, na wie geht's? Hier ist sie.
Alpha, now that the Descendant Corps is here, I'll begin my debrief. Key points to cover include defense against the Vulgus invasion,
Der
search
Auto
for
da,
Corell's missing fleet.
keine Ahnung, so Schnee.
First, our defense
Oh,
operation
bastard.
against the invasion is going well, but as we continue attrition warfare, supplies and ammunition are becoming increasingly
Danke, alles okay.
Gut, freut
to
mich.
the point where I'm not sure if the enemy is targeting
Hast du die
strategic
Story auch schon durch?
or our ammunition
Oh,
stock.
schon durch.
The Desleo Armory is working hard, but our ammo production isn't keeping up with
Ich meine die neue hier von dem hier.
Is their objective. It's a successful one so far. And what about our side? Do we know where that force is originated from?
We've mobilized all of our reconnaissance assets here at the Kingston radar station, but we can't find anything out of the ordinary. Alpha, now might be a good time to reevaluate the plan I submitted. We've already identified an important clue from Aemon's message. This grand invasion is headed to the origin of all wars. The only place in Ingress that qualifies is Sigma Sector, the land of annihilation. It's where the Vulgus and the Colossi first appeared over 100 years ago.
Now, you need to drop this. Sigma Sector is where the void erosion is at its worst. The void storms there turn all matter amorphous in seconds. The Vulgus are no exception to this. Of course, it's possible that the Vulgus used the Ironheart to assist them, but if they had, the energy would have been detected by our radar. You're just trying to make your theory fit your requirements. Unless Karel wants to die, there's no reason for him to have gone to Sigma Sector.
Enzo, why don't you trust me?
It's not about trust, Nell. It's about common sense.
But if the answer we're looking for is beyond the boundaries
Ja,
of common
das
sense,
ist
the
auch-
problem will never be solved. We have investigated almost everywhere in Ingress, and no trace of Karel's fleet has been found. But the enemy invasion shows no signs of weakening, and now they're even using Ancestors' technology. We can't rely on a common sense approach any longer. We have to think outside the box. Nell, I'm officially adopting your plan. You'll have authority over troop deployment and operational details for now.
Alpha, are you serious?
Dein
More
Ernst.
importantly, Nell, are you really planning to send troops into Sigma Sector?
See? It really is about trust. No matter how unorthodox my plan seems, I am not going to blindly order troops to their deaths. As for dispatching the Recon Corps, that will come once we've observed the energy signatures of Sigma Sector from the outside.
But we don't have that kind of reconnaissance asset. We can't even observe them with the wideband deceive here at the Kingston radar station.
Well, naturally, our tools will need to be outside the box as well. This operation will utilize the Eye of Truth, the Vulgus observation device in the White Knight Gulch. I'll pass along the details from Albion. You need to go and ready your gear.
What? My gear?
You heard Alpha. I'm in charge of troop deployments and operational details. I'd like you to take over field command in the White Knight Gulch. And for the record, this request isn't personal.
Enzo is perfect for this kind of mission. Good call, Nell.
I understand. I'll get moving.
Was wir da? Stein, nein. Oha.
I have seen everything. The salvation of two worlds. Descendant, you have destroyed the Ironheart and preserved the balance of the dimensions.
Descendant, this mission will require all the strength you have. Go with Enzo and head to the White Knight Gulch.
It really isn't anything personal, right?
It isn't personal.
Were you looking for me? Good. You're here. I've just received the operation details from Nell. This operation is definitely unconventional. I couldn't believe it myself that we'll be utilizing Vulgus biostructures. But once I read the report on the Eye of Truth from the Medical Corps, I understood. Not only can you see all of Ingress with the eye, apparently it's also capable of visual observation across dimensions and into the void. In other words, it could theoretically see through the void storms in Sigma Sector and analyze a variety of energy signatures. To think that the Vulgus were observing Ingress and humanity with a device like this, it's pretty ominous. But if we can use it to our advantage, that's a different story. The problem is, the White Knight Gulch has fallen back into Vulgus hands, and we also disabled the Eye of Truth in the previous operation. So, the first objective of the operation is for myself and the Descendant Corps to temporarily occupy the White Knight Gulch and restore the Eye of Truth. We're short on time, so if you have any questions, let's talk about them on the way to the operation area. Oh, and by the way, Nell asked 2 more Descendants to join us, Eugen and Bunny. Eugen is essential to the restoration of the Eye of Truth, but I'm not sure why she chose Bunny. Anyway, while I'm getting ready to head out, please check in on Eugen and Bunny.
Nell, pay for the suit. This is a secret from the military police. I don't want to do disciplinary training again. It's not about the cost, Bunny.
It's
It's
good.
about the unauthorized use of ultimate equipment in development, which is a serious military offense.
Hobble.
All right. If this mission is successful, I'll let you off the hook.
You're here. Nell's briefed me on the mission. Operation Secure the Vulgus Eyeball. But I heard that Valby and Eugen destroyed the Eye of Truth. Can it be fixed? Whatever. I'll leave the hard stuff to you. All I'm supposed to do is run around, kill enemies, and collect data on how my ultimate equipment performs in the field. Anyway, how do I look? Isn't my ultimate suit killer? I stole this while it was in development by the Magisters, and what do you know? It's perfect for me. They should have given me this sooner. Then I wouldn't have had to steal it. I'm not the bad one. It's the world that forced me to steal this that's bad. Was that too much? Anyway, I'm ready to leave any time, so hurry up and go get Dr. Han. We have to go before I lose electricity.
I'm not captain anymore. Miss Elias, it's my mission.
Jin, stop and listen to me. You don't have to go to the White Knight Gulch.
Why do you keep saying that?
Oh, nice. When was... Ah.
You're just in time. Please, can you tell my dear mentor to quit it? She thinks she's still the captain of the Medical Corps. She's making a huge fuss and trying to take my place on the mission, even though I know the White Knight Gulch the best. Can you match everything in the bundle of optic nerves in the Eye of Truth? I can do it with my eyes closed.
Okay. Well, can you forget the memory of what happened to your teammates when you close your eyes? I heard you still wake up screaming in pain in the middle of the night. Valby told me all about it. You might deny it, but trauma takes time to process and recover from. I know what happened there. Please, don't push yourself, Jin. And, to be quite honest, I'm more familiar with the White Knight Gulch than you are. I spent a lot of time there looking for Daya.
Captain.
I'm not your captain anymore. I'm asking you, as someone who cares about you, let me take your place.
Damn it.
Verdammt.
Alright. Actually, I wasn't confident that I could do it either.
Yeah, you don't have anything to prove. I'm sure Daya felt the same way. So, you can give me information about the Eye of Truth through Maya Sieve. I'm a little nervous about going...
Ja, bin selber voll am Rheinsüchtel.
Denke ich mir.
Experience will see you right, but please be careful.
Serena, huh?
I like it when you listen to me. See you later.
Ah! Why is everyone taking so long? Are we ever going to start this mission where we fix what we broke?
Oh, das schreit hier so rum.
I'll go first.
Bunny, wait! Oh, seriously? All personnel involved in the Eye of Truth recapture operation, please report to your assigned locations. Over.
Sprich. Achso, Schlucht. Da. Deswegen.
Damn, I was in such a hurry to leave, I forgot some modules, Bunny.
Seriously? How is that my fault? You wasted most of your time arguing with Nell. Oh, Enzo. I understand now. You're on Nell's bad side, right? Did Operation Ring fail?
Of course it didn't. And no private chat during official operations, Bunny.
But you two look so good together. It's not every day you meet someone like that, Enzo. I'm rooting for you.
Ugly, not you two. Please drop it and let's focus on the operation. You probably know why we've been deployed here. To restore the Eye of Truth, connect it to the bioscanner, and carry out observation of Sigma Sector. But first, we need to drive out the Vulgans who have reoccupied the White Knight Gulch. Then we can take out the control facility connected to the Eye of Truth. Bunny and the rest of the team clear the Order of Truth forces in the area.
Aber den erinnern einmal
Clay,
ziehen.
your objective is to begin restoration of the Eye of Truth. I'm going to build a field station here that will serve as a relay between the bioscanner and the Kingston radar station.
Leave it to me. Fixing things is my specialty.
Great! Let's get going!
First, we'll need to find organic matter to feed the Vulgus
Really
biostructure.
cool.
We can find some in the Fortress control facility and from samples of the Vulgus. I need plenty of it, so I'll need your help.
I'm going to scout the perimeter of the Order of Truth Fortress to see how many of them there are. And I'll get to test my ultimate suit's performance while I'm at it.
Yeah, you're the right age to be running around. Let me know if you have any trouble, Bunny. I can help you.
Oh, schwer. Ich schau auf normal. sowas noch rumbleiben? Ja. Kann ich eigentlich adaptieren? Ja. Mit. Nein. Von mir aus. Ne. Wo war das?
Look. Danke fürs heimliche Zuschauen.
Oh,
Black
danke schön,
Panther
noch.
94.
Dankeschön. Ah, hier die Aufzeichnung.
Could it be? Bunny, where are you right now?
I'm sending you my location. Meet me there.
Okay, habe ich jetzt? Was jetzt? Spreche mit Clay. Ach man, jetzt müssen wir zurück.
This is a record from one of Dr. Hand's squad members, right?
That's right. Binns from the Red Arcs. He was one of the medical corps members who served with Eugen during the White Knight Gulch operation. How did you find us?
My ultimate suit helmet has data detection. I almost missed it, but the sensor caught it.
The transmission failed. It must have been an auto-preservation mode. I think they linked it to their vital signs. After that, Corell's fleet showed up and the invasion happened, which prevented anyone from investigating properly. I can't believe we've had this information to right here. Eugen's team risked their lives to find it.
Oh, don't feel bad. Just be glad we found it now. Looking at the distribution of the data, it looks like there are more failed transmissions. They're located deep within the order base. I'll mark the locations of the data points as I move around. Then you can track them with ordinary sieves.
Thank you. At least now we can honor the souls of the medical corps members.
Enzo, are you there? If you don't mind, I'd like to take care of this before we secure the Eye of Truth.
Such nach
Since I haven't
Daten.
connected the bioscanner yet, can go ahead with some basic investigation. As long
Ah,
as
ist
you
ja
don't go in too
nur.
deep.
Ach, da hinten davon ist.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
Abstellen. Guck ich da überhaupt? Ah, ich lauf falsch. Nee, komm ich nicht rüber wahrscheinlich. Ui, 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 ui. Was? Ich will nicht spielen. Ruhig mit.
I want to compare the data we've collected.
Ich ein paar Mal hin und her reisen hier. So, wo sind die? Da.
Just as I suspected. According to Bin's and Mina's data, the soldiers abducted by the Vulgus were brought here first. They were likely transformed into Vulgus like the other Medical Corps members, or reprocessed into biomatter. More importantly for us right now, the biomatter didn't contain any amount of Archae. Not just a very low percentage, 0%. That means that Archae wielders were intentionally screened out of this process. Of the soldiers that went missing, some were descendants and many others had a high probability of having Archae. But as their DNA is not present in the biomatter, Archae wielders must have been sent somewhere else. Just as Daya and I were. Yes. Daya. She must have been sent to that other location as well. Daya. Maybe this time. My Daya. I'll search for more of the
Vielleicht.
remaining data.
Okay, ich weiß
The
nicht.
Medical Corps members infiltrated deep into this facility, so they likely discovered what actually happened.
Wait, don't you think you're pushing yourself too hard? We need to get out of here or we'll be in real trouble. If we're cut
Right?
off in a place like this.
You head back, Bunny. Can't give up. This is the closest I've come to Daya in years. I won't have another chance like this.
Well, then I prefer to help. Let's get going.
Da ja. Ah, so das ist komisch manchmal. Ah, von da.
You saw it too, right? Mina's final recording with her drone scanner? The footage of the Order of Truth craft? From the energy distributions recorded, it looks like the scanner detected Archae and strong levels of void energy aboard. If the craft was used to transport Archae wielders to void space, this data makes sense. Mina, you carried out your mission until the very end. Thanks to you, we have this information.
Wait, there's something here I don't understand. The amount of void energy, does that really imply void space? The same place we fight our intercept battles?
What do you mean?
Well, when Seneca was scolding me, I learned that if you open void space properly, there's no way this much energy could be released. This looks like the amount of energy that would be released through erosion when void space is forced open.
Your analysis makes sense. My mind was so filled with thoughts of Daya that I hadn't noticed that at all. Well done, Bunny.
I'm not so bad when I put my mind to it.
But I don't remember any void erosion that would have resulted in this much energy. Wait. This... could it be?
Enzo, we better hurry up and recapture the Eye of Truth.
Deswegen sind wir so
Nell's
cool.
theory is starting to hold up. I've got a pretty conclusive lead.
Wait, what? I thought you were looking for Medical Corps records.
I'll explain when we get there. But first, check the data I just sent you.
Das habe ich auch noch gar nicht gesehen. Ja. Driften. Ja, gut. So.
Blade, what is all this? What the hell is going on?
It's simple. The souls of the medical corps who died are guiding our hand.
That's even harder to understand.
Come on! Are you sure you're the smart ones? Let me spell it out for you. The Order of Truth was screening for RK wielders, and the Vulgus craft that transported them was saturated with suspicious void energy. If that void energy is a match for the Sigma Sector void energy, what do you think that means?
That would be evidence that there are Vulgus in Sigma Sector.
Yeah! That's it! From now on, call me Professor Bunny.
Enzo, maybe, just maybe, this operation will lead us to Daya. No, I'm sure that Daya is in Sigma Sector. I couldn't find any trace of Daya in Ingress. But if the Vulgus were sending Arche wielders somewhere else, that would explain why I couldn't find her. Please, can you give us our orders for the next operation? I can't let this opportunity slip away.
I understand. First, please calm down. We need you level-headed, especially in a situation like this. The delay to the operation has allowed the enemy to bolster their defenses. Combat team, please provide cover until play is done.
I'm fine, Enzo. Just transmit the connection to the Kingston radar station. Bioscanner will intercept the electrical signals flowing to the eye. While that's happening, I'll focus the ion truth on Sigma Sector as much as possible. The optic nerves will be cut quickly, so we'll only get one chance at it.
Understood. Leave it to me.
So. Wieder hinten. Ja. Ich meine, die Dinger müssen mit. Wenn ich schon hier bin. Und oh, nice. Geil. Ich muss gar nichts mehr machen. Geil. Das gefällt mir. Geil.
Signal received.
Hau rein, zack. Das gefällt mir.
We're picking up Vulgus responses and RK signals inside Sigma Sector.
Kehre nach Dingsbums zurück. Dann machen wir das mal. Oh. How kann man das eigentlich machen, you know?
All units, good job. Follow-up operations will be discussed at HQ.
Nell? We're right. Sorry.
I'm just glad you made it back safely.
So, sprich mit Alpha.
There isn't much time. We have to hurry. I honestly don't know what to think. I've never had so many questions following a successful operation. To think that there are Vulgus in Sigma Sector.
Komm schon.
Not to mention the astounding data left behind by the medical corps. Analysis of their findings indicates that of the people that went missing, those who had RK were identified and transported to Sigma Sector. Tyrell, what the hell are you planning? It's time we viewed Sigma Sector with our own eyes, not just through the eye of truth. Don't worry, Captain Harris has already found a safe way into the sector. Thanks to our recent observations, we've learned that the interior of Sigma Sector has been significantly transformed over time. If we can survive the void storms with a tactical transport equipped with anti-void shields, we can get inside Sigma Sector. The Vulgus likely use the same method. But we'll need a tactical transport to get out of Sigma Sector as well. Which means the time we have for the operation is limited to the amount of time that the tactical transport can stay airborne within the sector. We have no choice but to expand our reach a little at a time. But if we don't move forward at all, we'll never uncover Corell's plan. I will be counting on you, Descendant.
Harris, what's the status of the tactical transport?
Well, if Dr. Elias could lower the
Sprich
weapon,
mit
I might be able to focus a little better.
What? What does that mean? Clay, respond.
Das Streit ist hier. Hallo.
Stay back, everyone. You said this transport was ready to go. Give it to me, and you can go fix the others.
Just calm down. Lower your weapon and control your hair. And let's
Sing Harry.
My daughter's life is at stake. I told you I don't have time to wait.
There's no guarantee she's even there. Gaia didn't have arcane.
Shut up, Harris.
Clay.
Ajax. I didn't think you'd try to stop me, too. If you hadn't given Daya that recommendation letter in the first place, none of this would have happened. Even when you knew what happened to my husband, you had to help me lose Daya, too. Is this that faith you're so fond of talking about? You failed to protect anyone, even with that mighty barrier of yours. Step aside now, and I'll allow you to protect your own life.
Clay, I'm not here to stop you. I've come to ask your permission to come with you. If it's to find Daya, I'll sacrifice
you. Send me and Ajax in first. Then this can all be over.
Request granted. When the tactical transport is ready, you can deploy to the front line.
Thank you, Blay.
Nell, Transport 7 is ready to launch. I'll be handing over transport controls to the Descendants.
Understood, Captain. You may proceed.
Was bekomme ich hier? Oha, ist ein Schnurrfahren, ne?
Keep it short and sweet. Overhauling all the transport vehicles on such short notice? I thought I wouldn't have it done in time. But the anti-void shield output looks good. It's ready to go, so it's up to the Descendants from here on out. Flying a tactical transport requires an expert pilot, but, as you know, us ordinary humans can't withstand void storms. We don't have arcade to prevent void erosion. So, for this operation, you'll take the lead. Fly the transport and set up an area of operations. Luckily, from what we've observed, it seems that Arcade will work inside Sigma Sector. You can use the transporter-mounted Arcade transfer pad, so you don't have to land the transport on entry and exit. That'll mean it's more likely to survive. Everything should be fine as long as you're careful, Descendant. Look after yourself. And Blay, I hope she can find something.
Descendant, are you really going? Hold it right there.
Sprich mit.
And what does our hero come to seek answers for, I wonder? Sending a person into Sigma Sector? We haven't been able to deploy even an exploration drone there. And now this? Am I dreaming, or is this real? Descendant, if you happen to stumble upon any of those old amorphous relics out there, mind bringing them back when the mission's over? Anything you can find, you hear me? Even a scrap of paper will do. As long as we can properly restore it, it'll be worth its weight in archaeological gold. Imagine finding a teacup smeared with an ancestor's DNA. Or better yet, stumbling upon some kind of powerful primordial arcane. Now that'd be like hitting the cosmic jackpot without even buying a ticket. And for Descendants who bring back relics, I've got something way better than a lottery ticket. All those strategic supplies our excavation teams have been gathering from all over Ingress, I'll hand them over on the spot. No complicated transfer procedure required. I'm sorry for asking you to take on this risky mission, but the value of the relics deposited in Sigma Sector is beyond comprehension. They're almost as valuable as the Ironheart. But don't push yourself too hard. Got it? If you end up becoming a relic yourself, we'd be in real hot water. So promise me you'll take care, all right?
It scared me half to death. If she'd gone on a rampage, no one would have been able to stop her.
It's all my fault. What's going on?
Look. Danke fürs heimliche Zuschauen. Xtusi_Deluxe6.
Hallo. Bist du neugierig wahrscheinlich?
The cadets had already been deployed to field use to train on the front line, and Daya was among them. After that,
Hoffe ich doch.
story well enough. I went looking for Daya. They were both ambushed by the Vulgus and kidnapped. Clay managed to awaken her archae and escape the Vulgus, but because it was the first time she triggered her rage frenzy, she lost control of her senses and didn't take Daya with her. It would have been nice if Daya had awakened her archae as well, but that's wishful thinking. Daya had been tested for archae dozens of times. Lay's hope that Daya was sent to Sigma Sector is probably unfounded, but that doesn't mean a parent shouldn't search every last place they can for their child. Lay needs to do this to find closure, and I have to atone.
Hey, danke schön für dein Follow. Amarysma lächelndes Gesicht mit lachenden Augen. Victory Gäste.
Oh, danke schön für den Follow.
I'm just sorry I won't be able to say goodbye to Aisha. I suppose it was the same for Clay. I need to remember that.
This is HQ.
Ach, das heißt neugierig.
Tactical transport is cleared for takeoff. Operation Sigma Sector is go. I
Nice.
repeat, Operation Sigma Sector is go.
It's time. I'll move out first.
Ich hol mir das mal ab. Aber ich glaube, ich muss nochmal. Ja. Ach. Okay, so jetzt alleine oder? sollte machbar sein.
Descendants, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Ah, 5 Versuche. Ach, muss es einsam? Schaden.
The transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the more energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
Das ist ein Problem. Oha. Was muss ich nehmen? war ein Bus und so. Das ist kaputt. Ich nach Albion. Ich will noch ein bisschen.
The Medical Corps has also made significant progress. Please come to HQ and I will share the information.
Where's the money?
This is an important operation. Listen. Good to see you, Descendant. Instead of listening to me explain everything, please read Eugen's recon report. Here it is.
Aufzeichnung untersuche. Also.
Were you looking for me?
Was falsch, wirklich.
Were the commander's explanations confusing again? Descendant, it looks like our theory was correct. The Vulgus identified people with Arche and took them to Sigma Sector. The report says that responses from humanoid organisms were recorded coming from tomb-like structures.
Wie lange machten die
A
neu?
bioscan detected Arche in the DNA sample, taken from one of those organisms. This can lead us to where the missing people were taken. But the Void Storm and Vulgus attack prevented a full analysis of the structures. We've called the structures Arche receptors. We need to send in the Descendant Corps to investigate them. We have to understand the composition, features, and purpose of the structures to get to the bottom of what the Vulgus are plotting. Prepare for re-entry as soon as you're able. Please make sure you're fully ready.
Captain, calm down and listen to me. Are you saying Daya is inside one of those receptors? Do you really think that makes sense?
Convince me why it doesn't, Eugen.
Mel briefed you too, right? Please, come and help me with this.
Ei, ei, ei. Laber, laber, laber. Was geht ab?
Captain, you've read this report just like I have. The humanoid organisms inside the Arche receptors all have Arche.
So what? What does that have to do with your claim that Daya isn't in there?
You still weren't accepted? Daya didn't have Arche. She was tested hundreds of times, maybe more. Please, you need to accept this. Daya, she's already...
I was also tested hundreds of times, and every single time I was told that I didn't have RK. But guess what? I awakened my RK, and it wasn't thanks to those pompous magisters. It was at the hands of the Vulgus. If someone as unremarkable as me has RK, then Daya must have RK that's even more powerful. You can hear it. Sound of her heart. My blood, my heart, beats with her. Jin, I know you're worried about me, but I have to go. Daya is calling me. Daya.
Miss Elias, please, listen to yourself.
Daya.
Fine. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I'm sick and tired of losing people I care about. Missing them, always hurting.
Ajax, start the engine. We're going to the area where the RK receptors are most concentrated. There are a lot of Vulgus there. Eugen was right to worry.
If the other descendants can distract the enemy forces in other zones, we should be able to investigate them all. Lebig, I'm counting on you for fire support. Fiesta, work with other descendants to create a diversion for us.
See you on the other side, Viessa. Maybe you can make me some shaved ice when we get back.
Don't you ever get tired of eating that? Protect the professor and Glay.
Sollen wir jetzt nochmal laufen, oder? Oh, mein ist was falsch. Schließen.
Descendants, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Und Schiss ist falsch. Was ich jetzt hier mache. So schlau schon anders. Ja, ich kam von da. Ja, ist was anderes. Das aus, dass ich so eine Waffe schnappen.
RK life signs detected inside a Vulgus.
Tür. Ach, das habe ich doch gerade gesehen, dass er... Nicht cool. Das ist eine andere. Oha. Das sind mehrere. Ah, die... die haben es gesehen wahrscheinlich, oder wie? Nein. Noch an. Schnell fokussiert auf Zukunft nach ihr. Mensch. Einstimmung. Jetzt habe ich das hier abgeschlossen. Also muss ich wieder dahin, oder was? Ah, das muss ich treffen, oder was?
Okay. You can release their restraints, but if they show any signs of suspicious...
We don't have much time, so I will get straight to the point. Are you a Vulgus?
Vulgus? Do you refer to those demons? Blasphemy. My name is Serena Antonietta. I'm a proud survivor and a righteous descendant of mankind.
Antonietta.
Now I ask, who may you be? An exorcist knight of Kingston? A Hagios crusader? No. You bear no armor. Then, are you one of the sons of Vespers?
What on earth are you talking about? This is no time for games.
Nell, wait. I know that name. I came across it in an extremely old archive. Serena Antonietta was a knight registered as a descendant during the apocalypse. She was one of the very first descendants.
One of the early generation descendants? That's unbelievable.
I do not know to whom you speak. But if you can send word to the Albion Fortress Monastery, you will find someone there who can vouch for my identity. You must have heard of Descendant Rayleigh, yes? He is my brother in arms.
Waffenbruder.
No, not only a brother in arms. Someone I can share my heart with. Oh, no matter. You can ask any of the descendants, including Rayleigh.
There's no doubt in her eyes. She doesn't seem to be lying. How is this possible? Serena Antonietta, assuming you are not a Vulgus, I will be honest with you. First Descendant Rayleigh died during the apocalypse. Your memories seem to be fixed to that time.
Rayleigh is dead.
This must be very confusing for you. But if you can remember anything at all, please share it with us.
We were on an expedition to the Land of Annihilation.
The Land of Annihilation. Yes. That was the name for Sigma Sector back then.
That is where the calamities began. And where the demons emerged. We thought reclaiming the Land of Annihilation would end the nightmare.
However?
Our crusade failed. We were outnumbered. And the storm of death swept over us.
What happened after that?
I have no memory of anything further. Only that it was cold and dark. Not else.
That must be when they first imprisoned the Arche wielders and the Receptors. My goodness. Serena, while I'm not fully convinced, for the moment I will take you at your word that you are who you claim to be. We will conduct a thorough investigation in Albion. Please remain here. I will send a request to HQ for permission for you to enter Albion.
They are all dead? But why am I...
Descendant, please check on Glade while I obtain access permission for Serena. Glade may require first aid. Please see to it.
Ui.
Ah, there you are. Sorry for all the trouble. Clay's in bad shape. She's been having trouble breathing and showing symptoms of Arche overload. But
My mind is clearer than ever. Daya's alive. You all saw her, right? Daya is alive. That's enough for now. It's all I could have wished for. I know you all thought she was dead. And so did I. I only wanted to find something of her so that I could finally bury her. A bone or even a lock of hair would have been enough. We all saw her alive, didn't we? I couldn't ask for anything more as a mother right now. I'm just so happy. I can't help it. Damn it.
Lay.
Daya, I've missed you so much. My darling daughter.
You deserve more, Glay. Now that you know she's alive, it's time you held her again. I'll stand with you until the end, Glay.
I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Ajax.
All done. Serena's DNA has been registered on the Arche transfer pad.
All units, report to HQ on your return to Albion. Now, I'll send a transport for you.
Was sieht sich hier?
Just get to the point. Oh, I didn't realize you'd returned. My brain's
Jetzt
fried
reden
trying to
wir
wrap my head around this operation. Give me a minute. First of all, based on the information we have so far, we assume that Sigma Sector is a strategic location which is a top priority for the Vulgus. They didn't retreat there just because they needed a place to hide after losing the fortress. Sigma Sector is a much older and far more important garrison than we realized. The Vulgus have been holding Arche wielders prisoner there, turning them into Vulgus versions of descendants. Since even early descendants like Serena are trapped in the receptors, it seems Corell's plan was already in motion even as far back as her time. We need to find out what that plan is. Going forward, instead of localized reconnaissance, we'll focus operations on the Arche receptors, Vulgus descendants, and the ones we've codenamed Oblivions. We need to know what the Vulgus were doing with the Arche wielders, how they awakened Arche abilities, anything and everything. We're sending all descendants to Sigma Sector, except for those defending Albion or on standby for intercept battles. Oh, and someone get Serena an Eceive terminal to help her acclimate to the present day. She must be completely overwhelmed. She was sealed in a receptor for 100 years. 100 years. Serena's cooperation is essential for this operation. We need to understand how she broke out of her receptor and resisted being controlled by the Vulgus. This will be crucial in dealing with the Oblivions. I want to resolve this as soon as possible.
Alpha, wouldn't Kyle be the best person to teach Serena how to use an Eceive terminal? He makes it so easy to understand. Now, this is how you click.
Well, the lady might freak out if she sees you. So
Oh.
I guess I should go.
What? Your magnetic tin can suit will scare her more. Wanna bet?
No. Wait. What is
Ah, ich kenne das gar nicht, oder was?
Is it real?
Hello, Serena. I am Guide, an Arche genetic recognition interface.
Genetic inter... What?
It is understandable that you are confused. For you, time has only just started again. During your stay here, I will teach you gradually about you and our mission. Ah, descendant. Thank you for the Eceive terminal. It will be a great help for Serena to understand this era. In the meantime, I should analyze the data I need while synchronizing with Serena. Serena's Arche is special. It allowed her to break free of the Vulgus control and return to mankind.
How fascinating. A spirit. But it does not appear to be a ghost.
It may take a little longer to synchronize with Serena, but please, do not worry. Focus on the mission in Sigma Sector. The success of the operation is important, but most of all, I hope we can rescue Glay's daughter. We will need to analyze Serena's Arche to achieve that. Leave this to me, descendant. Serena, I am not a spirit. Do you understand? I am an Arche genetic recognition interface. Descendants who are linked to me can communicate with me wherever Arche is present. I have many features that can assist you. You can use me to learn about the time that has passed.
Oh, I see. What do I press to make it work? Here.
This may take longer than I thought. This is a new experience for me as well. It seems we will both require a little luck, descendant. You need to learn more about the Arche receptors and the Oblivions.
Were the commander's explanation... Descendant, I have compiled information on the test subjects and Oblivions who have been transferred to Albion. Not everyone who was trapped in the Arche receptors are descendant level. They have Arche, but not at a level that can be weaponized. I was worried that the Vulgus could mass-produce Oblivions, but it seems that awakening Arche is just as difficult for them as it was for us. The problem is that for the people who were trapped in the receptors, and the descendants who were turned into Oblivions, their DNA cannot be repaired because of the fusion with Vulgus cells. The medical corps are doing everything they can, but they're struggling to sustain even basic life functions of patients separated from the receptors. All we can do is identify who these patients were and allow them to pass on among other members of humankind. I'm very worried about Gley. She finally found Daya, and now this has happened. I'm not even sure we can capture Daya alive. The data we have shows that Daya currently has the highest level of Arche among the Oblivions. She's so powerful that it may be best if you avoid engaging her on the battlefield. Gley will be very disheartened if she finds out, so we should keep this secret for the time being. Wait. Tactical Transport 7. You are not authorized to activate your engines. What are you doing? Transport 7, please respond. Oh no. Descendant, I need you to find out what is happening.
I'm sorry, but I already knew that it would be difficult to repair Daya's DNA.
Sprich mit
But
Lee.
surely you must have also realized that I have no intention of giving up.
Captain, wait!
Jin, are you going to try and stop me again? You know it's no use. I'm not giving up on Daya. No matter how futile it seems, I'm going after her.
I know! That's why I need you to listen. Transport 7 is a new model with an autopilot capability. When we rescued Serena, HQ set its landing site to Kingston. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you fly this thing out, they'll stop you. I'll show you where the autoplanes are. The ones that don't have autopilot. Captain Harris wanted me to tell you that she's sorry. And I'm sorry too. I won't give up this time, no matter what happens. I'll find a way to restore Daya and the other Oblivions. And I'm not just saying that. There's something I discovered while analyzing the members of my squad who were transformed into Vulgus. If it works, we can completely separate Vulgus cells from human DNA. I'll send the details to you as well, Captain, just in case.
The Red Arms. They've been guiding us all the way. I'll be back, Jin. Until the very end.
Yes, ma'am. Until the very end.
Descendant, we just lost an escape signal that we think belongs to Gley. It looks as if she's attempting an unauthorized sortie. Nearby troops, please hurry to the location. Ah!
Sprich mit Serene. Was denn die? Nein.
Serena, Gley should be headed your way. Please stop her. What happened with Gley? Did you detain her?
I did not. In truth, I had no desire to stop her.
Huh?
They say that when a parent loses their child, time stops for them. It appears I was not the only one here who was frozen in time. We are finally able to move through time again, Gley and I. None shall prevent our passage. But if you have the means to prevent it, why not instead arm me to aid it with this modern technology, as you call it?
What do you mean?
You all know that I broke free from Receptor under my own will. As I am still alive and well, my Arche must contain some kind of unique element. if we can harness this possible advantage, restoring the Oblivions may not be the impossible task we believe it to be. To do so, I must be able to use my Arche again. Please grant me the permission to unlock its secrets, HQ.
But that...
Request granted, Serena. Ordnance, check the equipment records for the early generation descendants. There should be something in there about the weapon that Serena used. I'll ask Anais to activate the Prime Hands. Serena's Arche will need to be adjusted to link with modern technology.
Alpha...
Nell, this entire operation was initiated based on little more than the trust I put in your theory. I think we can put rational judgment aside for now and trust in the potential of our descendants. Serena, acclimatize yourself to our modern world as quickly as you can. Pursue Glay. The rest of you will move in the opposite direction and search for Daya and the Oblivions. If we're going to reclaim Sigma Sector, we won't be able to avoid engaging the Oblivions. In which case, we might as well face them head on. You're all ready for that, correct?
Leave it with me, sir.
Understood. All units, prepare for deployment.
HQ, I feel confident. I am confident. However, how does one fly this tactical transport? This contraption still confuses. Is this what I pressed for? Takeoff?
That was the emergency injection button.
Don't worry, Serena. Another descendant will pilot the transport.
I'd take you there myself if I could. Good luck to you all.
Was hab ich denn hier? Oha. Ich ist jetzt.
Ei Schnubi.
Hey.
Komm mal testen was.
Nee, kann nicht. Ich mach grad nichts morgen. Ich gehe gleich.
HMM.
Ja, machen wir morgen. Ich gehe gleich pennen.
Ach so, ja gut.
Weil ich denke halt, bis das die letzte machen muss. möchte ruhig hin.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
The transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your arcade and hit the detonation device.
Lass mich in Ruhe. Was ist? Okay. Ah, jetzt gut. Reagiert mir voran? Sehr viel los. Kommt jetzt zum Boss oder wie? Wow. animieren. Ah, das war doch gar nicht das nächste. Ah, 3 Uhr. Ich wollte eigentlich Schluss machen.
Mom's here! Please, please wake up from this! Gaia, Elias, Master Corell's descendant. I will do his bidding. I will serve Kliphoth. Gaia!
Oh no. A huge mass of RK signatures are converging on a single location. The Oblivion troops are gathering.
Our strategy is working, but if we help Glay now, it'll collapse. Damn it.
I will go. Nay, I must go.
If we combine Serena's RK and my treatment, we can save anyone. Daya or any of the Oblivions. I found a way.
Descendant, I have completed analysis of Serena's RK. Serena's RK has radiation-like properties that allows it to penetrate water. But it doesn't affect cells which have been affected by RK. This is why Serena was able to neutralize the Vulgus brainwashing device, and her body was able to eliminate the Vulgus cells that had spread throughout it.
My treatment uses spiral catalysts to separate fused human DNA from Vulgus cells. Spiral catalysts are used to enhance the RK of descendants, but they can also be used for more generic gene therapy. Problem is, this hasn't been clinically tested. The main issue we found was Vulgus cell mutations that occurred during the separation process. But these can be burned off through radiation. If we use Serena's RK, we have a good chance of success.
Das ist natürlich so schief dann.
Catalyst.
Finde ich.
DNA. Radiation. All of these words strike fear within me.
Think of it this way. Your abilities and my treatment combined can save Daya. But we only have one chance, because this is the last of the spiral catalyst made from the DNA of the Oblivions. Captain Glay took another with her, but she won't be able to help us now.
Descendant, we also need your help. Please lead the operation with Serena. Please. Give humanity hope, Descendant.
Was jetzt? Jetzt wahrscheinlich. Warte mal. Das ist glaube ich nicht die nächste Mission.
Troop drop-off is complete. Transport is en route to standby position. Multiple Vulgus signals detected on the ground. Stay sharp.
Once our enemies secure their front lines, they will be nigh impossible to break.
Boah. Kann ich jetzt gesagt. Ach, Schaden auf.